Hey guys, welcome to What Was Mommy Thinking, and welcome to this amazing collab. I need to say, first and foremost, I am so starstruck by the people that are part of this collab, and I have to say, you guys know how I feel about Chrissy over at The Mom Life. If it wasn't for her, I would have never started this channel, and I can't even begin to tell you guys how my life has exponentially changed because of her. That's a whole nother video. But I just have to say, Chrissy, thank you so much for doing this, because once again, you have introduced me to people and channels that I had never heard of before, and I honestly felt like, Tamra, girl, you were talking to me the other day. Like, literally, I texted Chrissy, I was like, I don't know who the rest of these people were watching, but she was talking to me, right? So I loved that you did it as a premiere. I loved that you spoke from your heart. I've subscribed to your channel, and I love you. Jordan, same thing. Had never watched your channel before, and girl, you're on fire. Your channel just like, boom, you are on it. Congratulations. You guys are doing an amazing job doing all of the things that you do. I am so thrilled to be a piece of this. I'm a much smaller channel, but I'm so impressed by you guys. And then we've got Shy, who is a rock star as a human being, as a mom, as a nurse, as a YouTuber. She is unstoppable. So Shy, well done on yours as well. And then to the beautiful Brina. And you guys, I have to tell you, I have been a fan of Brina since before I even started my channel. She touches my heart in so many ways with taking us on tours of the city and sharing her life with us, and just who she is as a person, her resilience, her integrity, her strength, her creativity. The girl is amazing. So I'm just thrilled to be a small part of this. I'm excited for the next 20 days and seeing what comes out of all of this. And next year it's going to be bigger and just more incredible, which is hard to imagine that it is. So thank you to all of you ladies, you amazing, amazing ladies who inspire and motivate the rest of us. And with that being said, let's take a look around. I'm going to give you guys a disclaimer. If you've been with me a while, you know my husband and I used to have a small merchandising business that the pandemic put out of business. So we took that big, huge space that we used to have for our business, and we've condensed it down to where now I share a space with what's left of the business. So you guys will see that in a small little alcove room that's right off of it's part of our master. So we've carved out that space, and that's where I'm at, and I'm so grateful and so blessed to have it. You guys recognize my chair with my Snoopy blanket behind it. This is my little happy spot where I go, and you guys know I love Snoopy. So with that being said, let's take a tour of this office, and I'm happy to show you guys around, so welcome.
I got this feeling like it's starting now, starting now. I feel adventurous with you. And there is nothing that can hold us back, hold us back. We can do what we want to do.
So this is where we walk into the office. This is my ring light that I use for filming. I will show you guys towards the end of this video exactly how I set that up. You guys know I'm a huge, huge fan of the wood signs with sayings on them. So that's what's on that bottom shelf. Then I have family photos up on this top shelf. Coming down, we've got my monitors, my keyboard, a sound bar speaker, another wood sign back there that says I still remember the days I prayed for the things that I have now. And that's my Bluetooth speaker that has the gators on it, a photo frame with digital pictures, and I've just got it on the main setting so it's not scrolling, an extra pair of glasses. Underneath there, that is my iPad in a little case. I've got my charger for my Fitbit and my wireless earbuds for my phone. Then that notebook should look really familiar to you guys. That's my meal planner. I use it all the time, so I keep it right here and readily accessible. Then here we've got things that I reach for all the time. I'm going to try and come back a little bit. Another little wooden sign. It says it's not what we have in life, but who we have in our lives that matters. These are little Post-its from my son who have written me little love notes throughout time. I've got a bunch of them. I've got another one kind of sticking up back here. These are my Erin Condren dual tip markers. I use these a lot in my planners. These are markers I use to color spaces in my savings challenges. This is my crafter's knife. I use that a lot in my planner for positioning stickers, cutting washi, doing a straight edge, things like that. Multiple pens, markers, pencils, that sort of stuff that I reach for all the time. A short flexible ruler, a tall flexible ruler, some of the Sharpie calligraphy pens, some extra cash withdrawal slips that I keep up here, and then just over here I've got some stencils and a hard stencil back here and another little, like a little cutter, like a little paper cutter. So that is it for this area. As we come around back to the keyboard and the sound bar, over there, that is my docking station in the very back, kind of right, let me see if I can do this, right there. That's a docking station for my laptop. That is my Kodak little printer. I can take pictures off of my phone and send them directly to that printer, and it prints out a perfect size for me to use in my planner. That's my laptop. That is my cell phone sitting on its charging stand. And then over here I have a hard drive, and then just some tape, scissors, stapler, that sort of thing. So this is the main hub where I do work. So when I was working from home for the 14 months, this is where all that happened. And this was my microphone that I used in telehealth visits. It is a blue Snowball. I love it. When I do a voiceover, it is what I use. When it's not in use, I just move it right out of the way. When we move over, we've got one of my lamps here. I got these lamps on Amazon. I use these lamps with these light bulbs for my Cricut cutting because it does need extra light. This is a clock, you guys. Oh, my mom made me this clock when I was a little girl. This clock is about 40 years old. She made it by hand, and it is priceless to me. She brought it here to Texas for me to have, and it is a treasure. It's got my little blade on it for my cutting board that stays right here. I can keep one Cricut light stick, light duty mat right here. That is my label printer for all of my mailing labels. You guys, I love this thing. If you guys ever want me to do a detailed video of my shipping, supplies, and all of that, let me know. This label printer is a godsend. This is my printer that I use for all of my stickers and my PDFs. This is my Cricut Maker that I love dearly. And then we come over to this area where I keep all kinds of pens and things. And I'd like to tell you that's all the pens, but it's not. So I've got my dice in here for my savings challenges, some little post-it notes in here. I've got an extra set of metal rings that I've been meaning to get into a particular planner, and I just haven't done it yet. I've got the super fine tip and then the white gel pens in here. Some of my favorite paper mates are in here, and then I've got some of the lip pens, which I really, really love. Those work out great in a planner, and I've done something. I've made it mad. I've angered it. This drawer has a bunch of Post-its and little tabbies that I use in my planner. Let's see if I can make these to go back in. Look at that. Teamwork makes the dream work. These are the Bic Intensity pens, and I do really like them, and I like the variety that they come in. And then these are, I think they're called Stedlers or something like that. And these are all really fine, and they work great for writing on stickers in your planner. Then down here, I've got my sticky tape, some whiteout tape, and then the other drawers are all Sharpies. I've got the wide Sharpies, some more wide Sharpies, and the fine tip Sharpies. So those all go there. Then you guys recognize that. That's one of my charging dock stations that I use for a cash tray. These are my erasable pens and highlighters that I use for budgeting, and my Snoopy calculator. So I keep a lighter here for my candle that you guys see here. You guys have all seen my spread kindness sign. I've had that for a really long time. Then as we go up, I've got washi. I'm going to turn these lamps on so you guys can see. I've got washi tape for days. This is a picture of my middle son when he was, oh my gosh, second grade? I think he was in second grade. This was attached to a little flower that he made me, and it's one of my favorite things, so it stays there. This is my Happy Planner tote. It has all of my extension packs, all of my filler paper, like all the notepads and filler paper, and then the half sheet filler papers and the stickers that I use every week when I do budgeting. And I keep all of this right here. As you can see right up front are my Christmas extension packs because I'm getting ready to set that up in my planner. This is where I film. So this piece of desktop here, I'll back up for you guys. This is where I film. I have to put my ring light right here, and I straddle around it as it looks over this piece of desk, and this is where I film. I have another pink lamp here, and then I have some rubbing alcohol in a pump bottle, and then these are extra supplies. So back here I have extra Cricut mats. I have a Happy Planner Big Punch, a Happy Planner Classic Punch, my corner punch to punch the corners so that they're not sharp, transparency paper, my clipboard. This is 3 milliliter laminating sheets, and this is 5 milliliter laminating sheets. So that's what's kept in there. And then we come over here and I have a laminator, and these blue baskets hold my supplies and stuff that I've made. Like this one's got some ledgers that I need to cut in it. And if you come up here, this one holds stickers. This one holds envelopes that are cut and ready to laminate. This one holds miscellaneous stuff, so that's in there. And then this is my original Cricut that sits up here, and I rarely use it anymore, but I just haven't had the heart to get rid of it. As you come around, this is my bookcase, and at the top are all the Happy Planner things. So I know, let's get it all out. Let's all gasp together. You ready? 1, 2, 3. What? Yeah, I know. So over here, those I currently use. These two here, one is my notebook that I use every week. The other is my big planner that I use for my budget planner. The next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to this one here, are planners that I use in my current Frankenplanner. This one, the reason it's almost completely gone is because that was the one I was using, and it has a few months left in it, and of course I'm going to make a mess. I have 2 skinny minis left. I have 3 micros left, and then if you guys look right here, from here, this gold, all the way down to here. These are Skinny Classic, both planner and notebooks, and they are all for giveaways. So there's that. When you move down a shelf, you've got my sticker collection. So these containers came from the Container Store. They're $12.99 a piece. You can label them. I obviously have not. And they hold my sticker books. So I've got 2 that are completely full, 1 that's about half full. And then these are my loose stickers. I got these at Michael's on clearance for $3.50 a piece. So this one holds my What Was Mommy Thinking stickers, and this one holds all of my stickers that I had from other shops from before I started making my own, and that's working really well for me. So when we come down, this is my washi. These are my Washi Carriers, and I think I got these at Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and it just keeps them in rolls by theme, so like by color. I did some by holiday theme or whatever. You guys can see. Let's see. So like all of these aquas here. So I've got those. I've got 2 of those. And then the rest of my washi is in this bin with my extra rings for my Happy Planner and a couple of like binder, like the bands that go around it. Got my headset in here for when I need it. And then this entire bottom shelf is full of scrapbook paper. So this is the paper that I use to make all of my envelopes. No matter what size, no matter what, this is my stock of scrapbook paper. Most of the scrapbook paper I use that you guys know about is here. These are all books of specialty paper that would be like a limited edition type of thing, or a theme, or a special order. And I've done a few of those and I love them, but those are really cool. And we come down, this is where I keep my work bag and my purse. This is where I drop it pretty much every day. Back here, I've got my tripod, a step stool because I'm vertically challenged, and some more of the blue baskets. Then that's pretty much where my office ends and the business begins, because this is what is left of our merchandising business. So this is a Racoma EM1010 10 needle embroidery machine, and it is my baby. It is so my baby. If you guys watched one of my Vlogmas videos last Christmas, I'll try and remember and link it here. I love doing embroidery and making shirts and merchandise for people. So this piece of equipment and our Hotronics are the last two pieces of equipment from our business. And our business used to take up an entire room out here, a big room, and this is all that's left, guys. And it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Pandemic killed it. My sewing machine is down there. This is a little white cart I use when I'm working on orders and things to hold them, and it slides right back in. And I have another one. It's out in the living room being used for video gaming stuff. This is my beast of a paper cutter. It came with a sublimation printer that we purchased that we no longer have. It was part of the business equipment that we had to get rid of. Up here is my little wall rack. It's holding the black vinyl and the transfer tape that I use for all of my cash envelopes. There are two signs up here. One is a little reminder for me. It says, "Girl, you already have what it takes." And that is for everybody. Everybody watching this, everybody, I want you to know that whatever it is that you want to do, you've already got what it takes to do it. And then this one is another one of my favorites, swearing because sometimes, gosh darn and meaty head, just don't cut it. Then I've got one of my favorite little pillows, monogram everything and regret nothing, because I do love embroidery. I've got a little ring light here. This ring light's only purpose is to illuminate this cutting board so that I don't make boo-boos when I'm cutting designs. And then we get to the Mama Jamma of all heat presses. This is the Fusion IQ. It is lovely. I use this thing like you wouldn't believe for heat press, heat transfer vinyl, heat transfer twill. I can make so many things with this, and I do use it for embroidery for a couple of steps at the end to put on the back of the clothing. And then this is my little station. So this is a drawer unit from IKEA. On the top of it, I've got a rack, I've got a charging station. These are all charging stations back here. This stuff is still in my baseball bag from last weekend. This charges battery packs. Those are camera batteries. That's a different camera battery. And this charges battery packs. And then in here, I've just got extra photo paper for my little Polaroid that I use for my planner. And these are family pictures and things that we haven't put into frames. They're extras, actually. And then in this drawer, I've got extra heat transfer vinyl. I keep it sorted by color and clipped together. Then some of it's in folders, like I have all of the red in this folder and so on all the way down. Got some chalk labels in there. And then we get into my shipping supplies. Tissue paper, cellophane bags. In this drawer, we have my thank you cards and my small mailing envelopes. This drawer are my thank you stickers, some packing tape, some cellophane bags for when I used to do shirts and stuff, and my large mailing envelopes. And then this bottom drawer is my super huge bags for like blankets and sweaters and things that I used to make, and then some more smaller bags. And then right between the two, I've got a Cricut cutting thing that came with my Cricut maker that I haven't opened yet, and a few more of the cardboard boxes that I use to hold my scrapbook paper. So, as I said, it is a different space than you guys saw me clean when I used to have a designated room in my house as my office, but I share this room with the business now, and they used to be two totally separate spaces. And I'm even more grateful now that it's all in one space, because you guys, I haven't touched this in so long, but moving into this space a couple of weeks ago reminded me how much I love doing embroidery and making personalized items for people. So I'm going to be getting back into that somewhat. And all I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn this ring light on to give some more light and just kind of take you guys on a once through to give you one more look. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comment section below. Any questions about any of the equipment that I use, how I use it. I'm just going to say we had a lot left from our business. So when I decided to start my Etsy channel, we were already at the point where the pandemic had pretty much killed our merchandising business, and I had a lot of equipment. I had packing supplies and label makers and laminators, and I had my Cricut, and I just had tons of stuff already. So it was a pretty easy transition to start the YouTube channel because I already had so much stuff. So I'm very, very lucky from that aspect, and I'm very, very blessed that I learned the things that I did while we had the merchandising business, and I'm just grateful to be here. So speaking of grateful, and yet again, I'm going to start with that and I'm going to close with that. Oh, and that's my dog's little spot down there. You guys, I get the pleasure of introducing you to Stephanie from Life or Debt. I met Stephanie shortly after I started my YouTube channel through Chrissy over at the Mom Life, and Stephanie has just taken the world by storm. She is real, she is raw, she is honest. She's a mom of 2 beautiful girls, lives in New Hampshire, and is really honest about her budget, the challenges, and how she deals with it, and she does it from a really honest approach. So tomorrow, you guys, make sure when you go over to Stephanie's channel at Life or Debt, you tell her hello and thank her for doing the collab. Go check out her channel, go check out her videos, and make sure that you guys check out everybody else that has been part of this collab up till now. I'm so grateful to Chrissy. I'm so grateful to Tamra and Jordan and Shy and Brina. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe if you're not already and watch some videos and stick around. And I'd love to have you as part of the family. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.